Alright, now that I'm back, we can talk about the Carapath stuff, which, right off the bat, EX Tones, Nautic? EX Tones? Really? EX Tones? You put, you pick EX Tones, Nautic? Why? We got a fourth unique. I'm hoping they do a better job than what they did with Bye, because what was that? what was that hair design for Worlds of Clownery? Hopefully the fourth unique for Bye was way much more better than what that other thing looked. Oh god, that was horrible. I can't even get that out of my head. That was just horrid. Oh. Eurus looks good though. That's good. Eurus looks good. Chelsea looks good too. I'm glad they're giving some love for Chelsea, because Chelsea been pushed in the back too. I mean, Chelsea's hot. Chelsea's strong, but yeah. Then we got a new place. So we're going to replace our Flame Wave here. And got 9 trinkets, and we know how this is gonna go. It's gonna be the same as Flame Wave. Probably gonna be the same concept as Flame Wave 2. You know, the board that we have for Flame Wave, and we can go to the Flame Wave sides and stuff like that, the solo missions. We're probably gonna do that for the new place too. The Noah of Museum. Sorry, I'm so tired. I just got back. But the Noah of Museum. And they have a story for Luna, I think. That is out of the blue, but go off, I guess. It said it's gonna have a balance patch for 8 characters, and right off the top of my head, I can think of like about 5 characters that desperately need a balance patch. You have Nata, you have Luna, Soma, you have Olivia, Tina, definitely Tina, Yunha. I couldn't think of it when I was talking about it in CC General, but Yunha needs it. She desperately needs it. I think, because Black Lambs is straight. The entire team for Black Lambs is straight. Jay probably more buffs, but in that, he's straight. Nata definitely. Olivia definitely. I mean, Olivia's always strong, but yeah, she need, yeah. Violet. I didn't think about Violet, but yeah, they'll probably do one for Violet. Probably. Wolfgang, definitely. Definitely Wolfgang. Luna? Definitely Luna. And they're gonna touch Luna. Soma, yeah. I don't know about Seth. Seth is already powerful. Yeah, Seth is strong. It's just that you gotta learn how to use her. Yunha. I know they're gonna touch Yunha. They're most likely going to touch Jinha. Well, not most likely. They're probably going to touch Jinha. I'm guessing. This is a guessing game. But they're probably going to touch Jinha at some point. Probably Irie. Irie's strong now, but they're probably going to touch Irie too. It's been a hot minute since Irie got a patch. And they'll probably touch her. Not that I haven't really been touching in years, except for a couple buffs. But they really had, if I remember correctly, they really had to fight to get that balance patch for Nata. Like, they really had to fight Nata to do so. Those are my guesses though. And not, they'll probably just buff the same people. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, there was a UI revamp. There was a UI revamp for dungeons, the menu. That looked cool. Look at other stuff too. Subway's revamp. Yeah, they just said something about Subway's revamp. I got a feeling I got a feeling they're gonna really break Subway. Something tells me they're gonna really break Subway. They're either gonna break her or they're gonna gut her a little bit because I guess it probably got around that Selby is like extremely powerful, more powerful than she's ever been. This is like her prime time. Selby mains can probably agree with me when I say this is her prime time or her peak time, because this is the strongest that Selby's ever been. Probably in past, but I wasn't there since I was tending to Elsword. This is probably one of her strongest times, where she's actually been ahead of everyone, including Harpy. And this is their prime times, especially Harpy. I'm wondering. I hope they don't nerf her because, to be honest, some people may not agree, but as someone who played this game for like 5 years, Selby and Harpy's balance patch was actually well deserved, because there are people struggling to do damage with Harpy. Harpy's hard to master, but yeah. And for some people, she a little confusing. A little confusing. Selby, she definitely deserved it because she been kind of an underdog somewhat. Not as bad as Nata, but there have been some times where she's been an underdog. So Selby's balance pass to where she is right now was well deserved. Harpy's was also well deserved. I mean, people fawn and swoon over Harpy and stuff because of her looks and stuff. But when it came to playing her and her fashion, they swoon over her fashion, her looks, and everything. But when it came to her gameplay and the damage output, some people felt like they weren't getting rewarded enough. So some people would drop Harpy and then go for characters like Mirai because, a Norbroken character. If I'm not satisfied with the current character that I have now that doesn't do damage, some people will follow the meta. Same term that I keep mentioning. They will follow the meta, and then they will go for a character that's more powerful than the character they currently have. And then, while they're playing, some people, the same people that follow the meta, some of them fall into this trap of being indecisive when it comes to like means and stuff. For example, let's go to a time where Chosu and Mira were two of the most powerful characters. Extremely Broken, just released. They did this so more people will be drawn to those two characters and play them more and fund them more. And that's why Chosu worked, because they made him so strong, and they made him start at 67 with the slight punishment of you have to play the story mode in order to promote the characters and stuff. They were trying something new, but at the same time, they were trying something new. Plus, they were trying to see if these two characters were make players or people who quit take the bait and come back and play those characters. And it worked for Mirai. Mirai is more successful than Chosu. Chosu, yeah, but some people fell off once they started gutting his damage and stuff, and people were not happy about that, so they started playing other characters, including people who just, the meta people, the people who follow the meta. However, walk with me with this one. Walk with me. However, hold on, I'm gonna drive it home. I'm gonna drive it home. However, Mirai turned out to be more successful than Chosu, even though Mirai, I don't remember, I think she did got gutted sometimes. I think some of her damage did get gutted. Cause, yeah, some of her damage did get gutted, but people still stayed loyal because they liked her looks. They liked her looks and swoon over her gameplay. Cause she got nice aesthetics. And this is not me saying this because one of my favorite colors is red. It's because she actually do got nice aesthetics. Like, Her aesthetics are artistic. They are very artistic. I ain't just saying just the. No, I mean like. I said this in the reaction that I did for when Mirai's Prime came out. She got very artistic, like something similar along the lines. She's got like very artistic aesthetics. I don't play the character because she don't have the favorite weapon that I like, which is a sword or a katana. She has a scythe. I don't really play characters with scythes or other things. I play characters with swords, but mostly put it this way. I mostly play characters with swords because my favorite weapon is a sword. But depends on which sword. I like a character that's fast, got swords, and yeah. I like a character with speed. That's why Bai fits so well for me. She's close to my ideal playstyle. I know we have people like Nata, we have Seha that can move around and stuff, we have Violet that can zigzag, but they're not my cup of tea. I play them sometimes, but they're not exactly my cup of tea. Bai is close to my ideal playstyle. Fast, got a sword. Nice aesthetics. She got nice aesthetics. I didn't think I'd be playing a character that uses ice, because in actuality, my favorite element is lightning or fire. Lightning, fire, or darkness. I'm just saying. I never thought I'd be playing a character that likes that uses ice and stuff. But here we are. I'm playing a character that uses ice. Let me get back on topic. Basically what I'm trying to say is this is a prime time for her. This is a prime time for Harpy and Selby. It's well deserved. It's been everyone who stuck with Selby and Harpy, despite all the challenges and the difficulties, their hard work finally pays off because they finally got a patch that was well deserved. So if they do end up gutting someone like Selby or Harpy, I would understand their frustration because they worked so hard, they were patient, they worked so hard for it, they were patient, they were finally given the patch that will finally put them up to par for the characters. It's well deserved for the people. It's well deserved for people who stuck with that character despite all the difficulties, all the tears and laughters and the sweat and blood they put into mastering their craft. That patch lets them know, hey, your work is finally paid off. Same thing for the Bais. Some of these people who are on Bai was like, she's useless, she's weak, they bashed her. When I tell you for the longest time, there's a reason why I've been angry with the community sometime. I've been angry with the community for a long time, out of the many things that I've been angry about. They bash Bai, they bully Bai because they can't do damage with her, or they don't know how to play and everything. They unleash their frustration. Now before I would just be mad about, I used to be mad about it because at the time I just wanted to learn Bai and stuff. So my focus at the time, before looking back and understanding, okay, they basically did all this just a joke and stuff, but at the same time they also did this because they wanted to unleash some frustration because they're frustrated with learning the character. Because I wholeheartedly understand the frustration of trying to learn a character, but when you excessively bash a character, and everything because you're frustrated, and it gets bothersome, that's why I have the issue. That's why I started calling people out on it. Well, that's why I would usually start calling people out on it, because if it gets excessive, that's when I would start calling it out. Other than that, I would have been fine, but oh, okay, they're probably going through some frustrations and stuff. Especially when you're trying to help the person, and then they're still doing the same thing. They're not listening. They're falling on deaf ears. That's when you're like, you know what, I'm gonna give up. But when they keep doing it, that's when I call them out. Just gonna put that out there. But they did the same thing for Bai. Bai just got a patch that anyone who's been playing her or trying to master her, the hard work will finally pay off. I mean, she's been getting good patches. It actually has been a very long time since the patch that we got now. It had been a long time since they buffed her. This one is like the hey, all the hard work you put into learning the hit counts and everything, your hard work finally paid off. You can now detone it freeze faster. Hey, the FM4 that we kept changing even though we were kind of indecisive about it. That hard work with that. The hard work you put into trying to learn the ins and outs of your final move 4, that finally paid off. Oh, the return passive that some people probably use to their advantage, that pays off. Because the real buy mains know about the return passive, and they use it to their advantage. What do you mean by that, Chi? I don't think it. See, some of the things that I don't think. No, actually not. I'm not gonna say it. The ones who've been learning by, they're gonna pick it up. The ones who read by and have been trying to learn her, they're gonna pick it up. I ain't gonna explain it. I'm gonna skip it. But that return passive change that they did, and then they slapped the buff on EX Wedge. I see what they did there. I see what they did there. It's clever. I see what they did there. It's not a bad change. She's in no way nerfed. There's slight tweaks and stuff, and so now we just gotta switch up our rotations. But for the most part, I already know that she's strong. I already know that she's stronger, and my hard work is gonna pay off. I literally broke it down in detail. Like, the day that it released, I literally sat down and broke it down in detail and showed and told people what exactly they changed. I broke it down in detail. I would know. I read the patch. But I like what they did with the freeze, the hit count. So that will come in handy for me. Well, I will have to switch some skills up when it comes to rotations, so it can be more optimal. Quotation mark optimal, because sometimes you can still have too many hit counts and then you can waste hits. That's been a struggle. Admittedly, even I struggle with this sometimes. I don't know if you noticed, but even I struggle with this sometimes. And the hit counts. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I left off on, and what is this FPS? Oh, let me go somewhere. Go somewhere better. So much FPS. I'll sit here. Okay. There we go. I left off on... right. Right, I left off on that. But like I was saying, the... like back when they kept bashing her and everything, and then like I understand being frustrated and of everything, and skill hit counts, and skill hit counts. I'd say I struggle with that. I still struggle with that from time to time. That may surprise people. Okay, no. Okay, but yeah, like I was saying. Like, I understand the frustration of trying to learn her and master her, because I also went through some blood, sweat, and tears to master that character. Oh, it was a journey. Getting the information, putting it on the guy, everybody else having the easier time than I did when I had to struggle. I had to struggle, fuss, fight, cry. struggle, fuss, fight, cry, rage, scream to the heavens and everything just to master this character. I'll never forget the path that I'll never forget the path that I carved just to learn his dang character. Because truth be told, I would not blame Kaith though if Kaith though was like, I'm not even gonna teach these guys. He probably thought that I was like one of the other ones, just like didn't really actually care about learning how to play her and everything, and probably was surprised that I actually was one of the people that actually did want to learn her. So drop down breadcrumbs, I had to pick them up. Drop down breadcrumbs, I had to pick them up and try to figure them out myself. Some things I was able to figure out, other things I didn't figure out until later on. Then a couple other people who would help me with formulating rotations or coming up with rotations and stuff, and then giving me advice on what to try and stuff and see if that works out. Then having to get a teacher that is not even a Bai main, a Yunhai main in fact. Having to learn how to approach war game bosses, taking notes and everything, going through the charts and stuff because he had notes and stuff like that. I'm forever grateful for that Yunhai main that taught me how to tackle war games and stuff. I'm forever grateful, even if we don't even talk like that. We don't talk like that anymore. But I'm still forever grateful. Then the other advice I'll get when I ask questions, like what true damage actually means after a very long time. Cause it's been a long-standing question. I had to finally find time to actually sit down and be like, okay, what's true damage? Cause like I didn't actually know it until someone actually explained it to me. Couldn't find out someone who's been in the military and don't play that much. Even he knew what it was, but I just didn't, because I just listened to everyone else and then couldn't find out what it actually was. I got over that, and then so much. But anyways, like I understood the frustration of trying to master the character, because I went through my own little journey too. Own frustrations. Was hard on myself for it, but sometimes it can get excessive, and then they start the bastard character and stuff like that, and then when it gets excessive, that's when I said that too. Skip that one. Yeah, I get the point. Let's just move on. But yeah, the paths that she got now. It should pay off. It's like a huge payoff, so she actually deserved it. The patch before, there's one patch before, I'm not gonna talk about that patch. That patch was a whole clown fiesta. The adjustment to freeze was a whole clown fiesta. I'll never forget the chat that day. Oh my lord, that was the funniest panic mode I had seen in a long time. I still remember I was doing Beelzebub Ray and I was just roasting them. I still remember everything that was said. Oh my god, that was the silliest reaction. That was the silliest panic mode / reaction to It wasn't funny then. Actually, no, it was funny. It was funny then. It's hilarious now. That will forever be the funniest pats that we got. And then I still remember everything I said and everything they said. Oh my god. The things that was said, oh my god, that was hilarious. And then trying to explain that it wasn't a nerf, it was actually a buff. It was a nerf buff. And when someone slapped down the math, I lost it. Bro, when someone slapped down the math and didn't even do the math right, I lost it. I was dying. I do salute them for trying though, because truth be told, it is sometimes hard to do the math, but it was funny. Don't get me wrong though, I do salute them for at least they attempted to try to do the math for it, so. It's funny, but I still salute them for it. But everybody was silly. Everybody who was panicking was silly. They were so silly during that time. But it was funny. It is, look back at it now, I actually laugh rather than get mad. Because thinking about it now, I kind of laugh. But, yeah. And this goes for other characters too. Like, I understand the frustration of trying to learn the character, but you ain't gotta bash shit. Like, I know you feel like, I know the feeling of feeling helpless, or I understand the feeling of feeling hopeless when it comes to trying to play a character that they just can't seem to grasp. I understand the hopelessness that you feel thinking, I can't get further with this character, maybe all is lost or whatever. I understand the hopelessness. I understand the uselessness. Feeling like I feel useless because I can't play this character the way some other person. And some people do this. Some people do this, but they compare their gameplay to another person's gameplay. And honestly, I had to learn this the hard way, but that's not the best way to go about things. If you constantly compare yourself to another person, you're bound to fuck up your own progress. I had to learn that the hard way. Before finally just being like, you know what, I'll just focus on my own gameplay. I also fell for the trap too, so I know better than most people. Especially from a different character. Because you especially can't compare yourself to another person who plays a entirely different character than what you play. That's how you really fuck yourself up. Excuse my language, but that's how you really fuck yourself up. You never want to do that. You never, ever want to do that. I understand admiring and being like, I understand admiring or being envious of how another person plays a character and stuff like that, but don't ever compare yourself to someone who plays the same character as you. Stick to your own progress. And not only that, don't ever compare yourself playing one character and that other person is playing another character. Don't ever do that. Just don't. Because that's how you really stagnate. You're so busy focusing on someone else's progression or whatever that you just stop thinking about your own progression. You'll never go the way you're supposed to. You'll never truly go if you do something like that. I worded that very messy, but let me put it this way. If you stop focusing on your own progression, your own progression and mastering, especially, and you start focusing on what someone else's progression and how far they get, you'll never actually grow. You'll stagnate, or you'll regress, or you'll get worse. You'll either stay stuck at the same spot, or it'll get worse. I'm trying to think of another way to put this. It was at the tip of my tongue, I just lost it. It'll come out to me. Dang, I lost it again. I lost it again. I lost it again. But I had to learn that the hard way. Still one of my many regrets, because I could have. Well, actually, things happen for a reason. Other person's probably over it by now and chilling somewhere else or something, or just chilling on another game. but it still stuck with me as a reminder to never do that again. That's why when people are like, oh, my ratio sucks and stuff like that, and kind of find out that it's like a 7.0 ratio, 8.0 ratio, and everything. I'm over here stuck with the freaking 4.0 ratio, 5.0 ratio, and everything. Possibly six. One time I did get 7 times ratio, but I really, really locked in. I just stopped really caring. I still cheer them on. I naturally cheer people on anyways, honey. I naturally cheer people on anyways, honey. I mean, it just happens. But yeah, back to the progression part. If you're so busy, like, comparing yourself to another person that plays the same character as you, instead of focusing on your own, yeah, I said that part. And then I was trying to give an example of okay, skip that part, because I already just made that point. What was the next thing I was about to say? I was about to say something else, but I lost it. It was at the tip of my tongue and I lost it. It'll come to me. You just said that. I know. I'm still trying to think of what it was. Okay. I'm still trying to think of what it was. I swear, it was on the tip of my tongue. I was getting to it and I just lost it again. Dang. But I get the point for the most part. I still remember the many people that fell into that trap too. I know multiple people that fell into that trap and it just stagnated and regressed. But stagnated and or regressed, and then it just succumb to their frustration, anger, and then it just died. Shit just died. So many people. I've seen so many people like it. And then eventually, some just like, you know what, I don't care anymore. Others just stay in the same spot and stuff. It just happens. I wonder who's gonna fall for that trap this time. I know multiple people, even some friends. I know some friends who fell in that trap too. It's a tragic fate. It's a very, very tragic fate. Whew. Moment of silence for all those people that fell in that trap. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the new stuff. I do have a feeling. I do know that we're gonna struggle with free tuning. A lot of us is gonna be struggle with free tuning. It's like the same thing I said last video, where the last video I uploaded when I was like in the same cycle. It's the complaining and stuff, and then when the content comes out, they complain about it, then the complaining will die down once they get accustomed to it. It's just I guess, probably the feeling of being overwhelmed. I do know that I do look back at old situations, and then sometimes the more I look back at it or think about it, the more I start to understand, why certain actions were taken. I mean, I did say that I was always deep in thought. Well, let me not take up too much time time to go on ahead and finish spamming because I need to drop some more words. I need to drop a chocolate. I still gotta use the rest of these I still gotta use the rest of these dang things because I still gotta drop a chocolate. I gotta drop like, let's see. Hold on. Astarte for a heck of a Chelsea. Seha is Ariel Chase. Yeah, Seha is Ariel Chase, so yeah, Seha is Ariel Chase, so he uses Astarte. Tyne is ABC if you play him in the air. Other than that, he's back to Chase. I still need to check the conditionals for Jay. I know Jay got the right one. Yeah, Jay got the right one. No, Jay can also use Heka. Jay can also use the Heka chip. I might have to switch chips. Oh, then wait. Oh, I need to get... Yeah, because if you play ground time, he's mostly... Yeah, if you play in ground time, he's back in Chase. But if you play him in the air too, he's almost 4 ABC. And then Jay's probably the same. No, Jay is Ariel. No. Jay is ABC. Yeah, Jay is ABC. Oh, so he needs a Heka chip. Oh god. So that's like... But I do play them in air. I do play time in air. Okay, so that's 3 Heka chips. 3 Heka chips, and then 3 Astarte chips. I got 1 Heka chip, and I got 2 Astarte chips. So 1 more Astarte chip, and then... Yeah, 1 more Astarte chip, and then 2 more Heka chips. So... And then I got the whip for Seha. The chocolate for Nata. Wolfgang a whip because he can easily just... That's for FM4 uses because FM4 is his source of damage as well as Illigos. So yeah, chocolate for Chelsea. I'm gonna get chocolate for Chelsea. Lantern's good for time. It's one of the best cores for time. And then chocolate goes to Nata. Nata didn't need help, so it'll help Nata. Although I do want to argue that Whip goes good with Nata too. So it could be Whip or chocolate. Ooh, in that case, I need to get another Whip. But Nata do struggle with... See, that's the thing about Nata, because Nata is currently struggling with damage right now. That's the thing. Nata is currently struggling with damage right now. So... But both will help because crit resistance. And then I could use a crit resistance for break challenge just in case I need break challenge. Break challenge is coming up next too. So I gotta think. Yeah, chocolate. Go chocolate for Nata. Chocolate for Nata. And then the whip goes for Seha, because Seha has true damage, so it works too. So Seha, chocolate on Seha ain't even... I mean, it can work either way. Because Seha can do multi-hits too, if you play right. Seha can do multi-hits. Yeah, whip for Seha. Oh, now I see why Yomi said... Oh, Yomi. Now I see why you said whip for Seha. It just clicked. It just clicked. Now I see why you said chocolate for Nata and whip for Seha. It just clicked. I just thought it through. I see why you said nah. Dang, I need a chocolate. I need a chocolate for Chosu. I need a chocolate for Chosu. Cry. And then lantern for time. So I just need to get 1 more chocolate, and then I can give Death the weapons and stuff. Oh god, the chips are gonna be horrible. I'm going to struggle with the chips. I haven't been dropping chips. No, I have, but I've been selling them. Now I can't even sell them anymore. I gotta keep them because I gotta send help. 10. Wait, I gotta get another one for Yomi. Cry. I gotta get another chip for Yomi. Cry. I mean, I don't mind. I have like 800 freaking runs left, but oh dear God, I'm gonna have to need a whole bunch more. Then, when I get done with these damn scam key things, I need to grind. I'm back at 1 mil. I need to grind again. The pain. The pain. Oh, the pain. The torture. The pain. The freaking pain. How many is this? Oh, the pain. The torture. The pain. The things I do for love. The things I do for love. Oh, the things I do for love. Whew, I'm gonna suffer. Well, time to go suffer.